You know what I'd like to, I would like to congratulate the people that voted for Darrelle Revis. That these guys obviously really know the game. And it's, you know, you got to look at all the numbers, not just a number about this or a number about, you know, this stat or that stat. I mean, a number that I think is interesting would be 8. And no, that's not the amount of touchdown passes that Green Bay gave up against Arizona. That is the number of touchdown passes we gave up all season as the Jets. And the biggest reason for that is Darrelle Revis. You know, there's plenty of things to look at. #1 defense in the National Football League by 35 yards a game. #1 in scoring, even though we gave up 7 returns, the defense went on the field. Basically 187 points the defense gave up all season. Might be a consideration for NFL Defense Player of the Year. Apparently, you know, and it really was. For the people that obviously voted for Darrelle Revis, I tip my hat to them because they really know the game. Right. Well, I think it'll match up just fine. You know, Terrell Owens, Andre Johnson, Randy Moss are all big guys. You know, Andre Johnson's, you know, I don't know how big he is. He looks huge, about 225, something like that. I mean, he's, you know, it doesn't matter. He's going to cover him. What a talent he is. He's very similar to, you know, as we know, Leon Washington. I mean, that dangerous of a back, dangerous returner, dangerous out of the backfield, dangerous running the football. I mean, so, you know, he's we got to limit his catches and touches on the ball. There's no question. But he is, you know, it's funny because I guess I never realized, you know, how exceptional he was, and so you know, until you really start watching tape and you're like, oh, you know, whoo, he is special. There's no doubt. Well, it definitely is a big man's game, but you got your, you know, there are your exceptions. You know, Sproles. You look at Maurice Jones-Drew. I mean, these guys are short. They're still big men. They're just short. You know, but it's hard to find them. I mean, you know, and they got such great change of direction and all that. And this Sproles kid, I've met him before. What a class act he is. Just a great person, extremely hard worker. I mean, I was blown away by the way the kid was working. And but wow, what a talent.
Do you dedicate somebody to watching him? You know, maybe you use the word spy, but would you dedicate somebody on the defense to watch him?
As far as San Diego knows, absolutely not. Not going to do that. Just going to treat him like a back.
Rex, what gives you confidence that Braylon is ready for a breakout game?
I just sense it. I really do. I think right now he's pressing so much, and he doesn't want to let his teammates down. He doesn't want to let, you know, the fans that we have here. You know, he appreciates the fresh start he's got here. He loves it here. He works. I mean, and I know the obvious thing, well, the drops, you know, sticks out. But look at the catches the kid makes. Look at the blocking he's doing. I mean, I hope they just turn him loose, because and not necessarily just, you know, San Diego, but he's getting ready to break out. I just sense it. I feel it. And what I told Braylon, quite honestly, is next time you're open like that, I want you to catch the ball one-handed. And then, so we'll see if that works.
What did he say to you?
Huh?
What did he say to you when he said that?
He looked at me like I was crazy. Exactly. Which is the look that I get from you guys most of the time. But it's the truth. Go catch it one-handed and don't worry about it. Because he's thinking so much, you know. And he just, I mean, he just, guys, you know, this guy's a great teammate. And I just want to stress that. I mean, he has been outstanding here. And I know he's feeling it, you know, but Sal, you mentioned, is the quarterback trust him? Oh, yeah, he trusts him. You know, it's a big target. And, you know, he's made some amazing catches for us, you know, and this year. He's made some great catches for us. So, absolutely, Mark trusts him. I think it's, you know, playing the game. You can't buy experience. And that's it. Whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, whatever, you've got to go through it. And I think he's so comfortable now that this has become his offense, not just, you know, like just learning it, turning the pages and learning it. He knows this offense now. And I think, number one, that's where he's really comfortable. The fact he's being able to read defenses and all that now a little better than he's, you know, done. I think he feels good about that. He feels great about his teammates. He knows, just when you work with guys, we pick up Braylon Edwards during the season, so sometimes it's, he might run his route different than Jaco does. So it's just little things like that now that he really is comfortable with, and we'll see. Like I say, and this is everybody, all quarterbacks. Eli Manning, I remember he had the 0.0 rating against us in Baltimore, and then we played him the next time, and he had like 130 rating. So it's the confidence, it's the command of the offense that he has, and being comfortable around his teammates. I really love his presence in the huddle now. I mean, I really sense that our guys have a lot of confidence in him, and he knows that he just has to play quarterback. He doesn't have to put it all on his shoulders. Revis is going for different hardware right now, so we'll see. We'll feel a lot better if we can put a ring on our finger than the individual accomplishment. It is unfortunate. I mean, that you can't get a higher individual award than that award, and and it's unfortunate. Hopefully, he's a young, talented player, but you can't take anything for granted. I mean, this, in my opinion, was the best year a corner has ever had, the most impact a corner has ever had in the National Football League. That's my opinion. Apparently, that wasn't how everybody felt, but like I say, for the people that voted for him, I commend them, because they were able to get past, other numbers. They looked at, all they decided was who the best player in the National Football League is, and they picked Darrelle Revis because clearly he's that. First off, I think, today we never put in our we just had a few plays that we put in, so it's kind of a loose practice. Just get the, they've been off a couple of days just to get the blood flowing a little bit. The meat and potatoes of it will be tomorrow. But again, we're not going to play tight. We expect to win. All he has to do is play quarterback, and we're always going to stay loose. We're not. I think we play better that way. If we're really tight and all that, then you probably want to bet against us. The facts are the facts, and when you look at them, statistically, you can look at things where if you're not necessarily, studying us, but you're looking like, they're giving up about 10 points a game here, and they're scoring a bunch. They lead the league in rushing. Their defense #1 in total defense. Oh, that's right, and per play, and against the pass, and passing average, and total, and scoring, and everything else. That those are hard to ignore. And again, that's what you want. We're just now building to where you want to be. You want to be hitting on all cylinders, and that's where we are. And I tell you, another team that's hitting on all of them is the Baltimore Ravens. So I watched that game. I was like, ooh, Baltimore figured it out. So there's some dangerous teams. They're really built. They draft players and bring players that fit their system. That's tall, speed receivers that are, I tell you what, they are in great shape. Most big receivers aren't in this kind of shape that these guys are in. They always like to say, because we had Cam Cameron with us in Baltimore, he used to say world-class shape. Well, that's what those guys are in. You got a huge tight end that's, as good as there is. You got 2 running backs back there that are tough, and you got an offensive line that really competes. I like Dielman. The left guard's a tough guy. Reminds me of Conrad Dobler back a few years ago. Played for the Cardinals and all those teams. I'm not calling him dirty. I like him. I've seen him in public, and I like him. He's my kind of guy. But again, it's a heck of a team, a heck of a challenge. But we think we're pretty good on